Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Listen, people. First, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. We got to stop. I'm getting tired. I'm getting frustrated of people out here being bandwagoners. You understand? If we're going to talk boxing, let's be fair. Oh my gosh, people are attacking me. Hood Champion doesn't know what he's talking about. There should be an age limit when it comes to people being allowed to create content on YouTube. For those people who want to say those kind of things, especially an attack on Hood Champion, to that I say, in the most respectful way, that I kindly request, you hold your horses and not take it to the stupid. Hood Champion's retired. Hood Champion living a good life. Hood Champion has fun with this channel. But Hood Champion knows what he's talking about when it comes to boxing. So when it comes to Terence Crawford and Boots Ennis, hey, interesting matchup. But you know what happens in that fight? Terence Crawford tranquilizes Boots Ennis. Simple. Now for those of you who are saying, here go Hood again. Hey, too much gray in that beard. He's not up with these young guys. He doesn't know boxing. Listen, man, don't question the wisdom. The white in the beard means wisdom. Don't question the wisdom. Young buck whippersnapper. If Jaron Chukhadzian, who was a master boxer, right? I won't say he was a boxer puncher, was a master boxer, intelligent boxer, had the fancy footwork going in the ring, right? If he created nightmares for Boots Ennis, what happens when Boots Ennis gets in the ring with the intelligent master boxer puncher who sets traps and punches from different angles from the orthodox and southpaw stances? That's my question to you. And I need an answer. Listen. I get it. Boots is tall. Boots is rangy. He can switch. He obviously has power. He has skill. But he likes to be on the front foot. He doesn't have patience. He likes to make the fight. That's going to play right into Crawford's hands because Crawford has the experience with various styles. He can make adjustments, and that is going to create a huge issue for the inexperienced Boots. Now, Boots doesn't have the levels to his game that I thought. And when I say levels, I mean we're dealing with various styles. The fact that he didn't know what to do with Jaron Chukhadzian tells me that Boots, obviously there's a void in his game. True, he came back with Villa and he did some amazing stuff because styles make fights. You guys understand? If Boots gets in there with somebody who's on the front foot and coming at him, Boots is going to tranquilize him. But when Boots has to come at somebody who has the fancy feet, oh no, not going to work out. And not only does Terence Crawford have fancy feet, he has the equalizer in left and right hand. And his reach is about the damn same. Him and Boots have the same damn reach, 74, 75 inches. So I can see Boots coming in there, not having the patience, getting frustrated. He may have some moments, but at some point in time, he's going to walk into something. Y'all say, nah, man, we don't see that happening. Why not? Crawford done it to everybody else. What makes Boots special? Because he was walking into some shots from Chukhadzian. Was he not? He running there against Terence Crawford with that. Nah, he's not going to be able to just eat those shots and keep pressing forward. That is not going to happen. So that being said, Boots and Crawford, is that a reality? Look. This is how I feel. I feel there's a wish list, and then there's the realistic list of things that you're gonna get. It's like putting together a budget. When you put together a budget and you put together a list of the items that you want. We know that you're going to put any and everything on there. It's your wish list. Now, depending on what gets approved, your budget for the year or whatever, right? There may be some things on that wish list that you're not going to be able to get. So you prioritize. And then you kind of take a look and see, okay, with this money, these are the things that I can afford. And then you kind of go from there. But you want to put everything down that you want. But it doesn't mean you're going to get it, right? And I used to do that when I was back in the day. And I used to manage, I think it was like a $200,000 a budget. And I used to have to sit there and prioritize and determine, as far as the workplace, where we would allocate our funds. And when it comes to Crawford, he's basically putting together a wish list, but there's a budget, and they'd have to decide where to allocate his fights. And but there's a lot of things affect that allocation. Some things just may not be available. Okay, so you go on to the next thing, right? So if it's just not a supply of something, you just can't get it. And that's what's happening here with Crawford, where he just may not be able to get Canelo because he may not be available. May not be able to get Charlo because Charlo may not be available. Then the whole thing about Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis is going to be available. Tim Tszyu is going to be available. So based on that rack and stack, his number one and number two things that he wants, those things are going to get set aside. Then you go to 3 and 4. This is what you can really procure at this point in time. And maybe we can come and revisit that number 1 and 2 thing that's on your wish list. But right now, this is the reality of what we have, what's tangible, what we can get our hands on. And that's Boots Ennis and Tim Tszyu. And for going forward, I think for Terence Crawford, his reality, although he doesn't like it, is after he gets past Spence, because it seems like there's going to be the rematch, right? But after that, it's probably going to be Tim Tszyu or Boots Ennis, or Crawford is going to have to lose those belts. But nonetheless, when it comes to Boots Ennis, interesting fight, fun fight. Unless Boots Ennis has worked on dealing with the fighter who has fancy feet, Boots Ennis will lose to Crawford. But not just a regular Crawford cruising to decision. He will get tranquilized because Crawford is no normal dancer in the ring. He has power. He uses crazy angles. He throws these weird shots, and he hits you with stuff you don't see coming. If you watch when Crawford fought Spence, he didn't see nothing. He didn't see anything. Spence was getting hit with stuff. He just didn't see it. He couldn't react. He couldn't do anything because he wasn't seeing the shots. And I think it'd be another thing where Crawford setting traps and Boots getting over anxious, and I think Crawford will tranquilize him. It's just experience, man. But that being said, hey, if you agree, you disagree, leave it in the comments below. But let's not take it to the stupid. Boots is good. He's the man to take over the division. I give you that. But I'm telling you right now, he doesn't have the discipline, he doesn't have the patience, he doesn't have the experience to deal with what Terence Crawford is bringing to the table. Also, he better find somebody to give him the cocktails. And when I say these cocktails, it don't mean somebody's taking the banned substance. It means these guys have people who are giving them, strength and conditioning people, the right supplementations, the right things to help improve stamina, get the flow, like oxygen in the blood and recovery. These guys are taking stuff that's legal, right? But it has the same effects as taking a banned substance. And if you don't have a brilliant mind in your camp, right, working with you, and you going up against somebody who does, oh, it's over. It's over. That being said, shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Boots will lose to Crawford. Crawford is a dangerous Karen Chukhadzian. Very simple. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.